everybody, welcome to or back to my channel. If you don't know, my name is Chelsea. I am a photographer and artist who currently I live in Savannah, Georgia. I'm attending SCAD, but in the next few weeks I'm moving to New York City for an internship and I am so excited. Like, it's a dream come true actually. And I have a lot of dreams, I have a lot of goals, and these next few months are like a huge step towards them. So I thought that I would do a little video showing and sharing all of my goals for my time in New York with you guys to kind of hold myself accountable, get a little organized, and just so like after like 6 months, whenever I leave New York and I'm done with my internship, I can look back and see like which goals I met, if I did them all, if I didn't, how I grew. I want to be able to look back at this and like see everything and just hold myself accountable, like I said. So first things first, a little like introduction about me. Like I said, I'm a photographer, visual artist, if you will. I have been taking pictures since about, I'd say since I was 11. I'm now 20. And I love it so much. I kind of started as like taking pictures whenever I was like hiking or just like around town. I would take my dog out on photo shoots. That's really where the whole passion started, and it just kind of escalated from there. Now I love to do documentary. I love events, but I have really gotten an interest in fine art photography. So this internship is with a gallery and I'm so excited to learn more about that world because I feel like so far I know the most about like the commercial world, and that's great, but I really love fine art and I want my work in galleries. And one thing that I've learned through coming to art school is that I just love art. Like, I was never really much of an artist, if you will, like growing up. I never really drew. I wanted to, but I just didn't know how. I didn't do any of that. I didn't even take like art class in high school. I did. I took the first one, but like I didn't continue on. I took digital art. That was what I did because photography, obviously, but I never was really into like the actual like art. And being in art school has really shown me that like I love it. And even if I'm not like the best at drawing, that doesn't mean I'm not an artist, and that doesn't mean that I can't enjoy art. And so I'm really excited to be able to go into the fine art world and like really experience it and immerse myself in it, because I want to learn everything about fine art and how a gallery works, how museums work. I'm so interested and so excited. So that's kind of why I'm going. I'm going for the internship. I'm going to learn about fine art. Anyways, my goals for New York City, I have them all written down here. I have them broken into 3 categories. The first is my career. So first goal is to build up a street and documentary portfolio. So I have some work, particularly more documentary based, I would guess, but street, I love street, and I have some really good works that would be street photography, but I don't think I have a full portfolio built yet, and I want to make a bigger one, make a better one. I want to learn more about it. I love film. I really want to do some black and white film street photography. I think that would be really fun. I want to go to like different events, different parts of the city, all of that stuff, and do street photography. That is a big reason that like New York, I guess, is like kind of calling me, because I really want to do street. I grew up in a really small town, and in Savannah there's stuff going on, but it's all like tourists, and so it's just not the same kind of street photography as say New York City. So I'm excited to build that portfolio up, and maybe get the work shown. I know I also will get to, through the gallery, I get to like attend portfolio reviews. So I think that would really help me to build up not only the street portfolio, but like all of my other portfolios that I have going on in my major portfolio to, you know. Anyways, another thing that I really want to do for my career is reach out to people and try and shoot events and concerts. So if you didn't know, I'm doing a internship here in Savannah where I am working for a hotel and I'm shooting all of their concerts and all of their events, and I love it so much. Like, event photography is really like, I think it's because it's like very related to documentary. Like, I enjoy it a lot, and so I want to reach out to people and see if there's any events and stuff that I can cover in New York. And also just try to get my name out there, because it's hard to market yourself, really. So I want to just reach out to people, see if, even if I'm not paid, if I can just go and shoot events and maybe they will post my work or see my work and other people will see my work, and you know. So another thing I really want to do is I want to photo assist someone. So I don't know how I'm going to come about this. I don't know if I'm just going to reach out. I guess that's what I'm going to do, just like reach out to photographers and see if they need a photo assist. But I really want to do that, and because a lot of, like, in the commercial world at least, and like editorial world, that's how you start, is through photo assisting. And so I really want to do that. And you know, once again, I really want to just start making connections. And that is like, I mean, like, this isn't on my career goals word for word, but for all of them except for like building up my work, the main reason for them is to make connections, because I just want to meet people, let people know that I need work and I want work. Yeah, most importantly, I want the work, and see what happens. So I want to photo assist, I want to shoot some events, concerts, and I also am making it a goal. So I know that I want to attend a lot of gallery openings and like gallery events. Like, that's one thing that I really want to do, once again, for the connections and people that I can meet through attending those events. I had a professor, I asked her for some advice for while I'm in New York, and she told me to attend all of the gallery openings that I could find and to go by myself, to force me to talk to everybody else. She was like, don't bring a friend with you, because if you bring a friend with you, you're just going to talk to them the whole time. So she told me to go by myself so that I branch out and meet people. So good thing that I'm going by myself, because I'm not going to know anybody in New York. So I definitely want to attend the gallery openings. I have decided to make it a goal to attend at least 2 a month. However, I want to do more than that, but I don't know like what's a reasonable goal and what's going to be like pushing it. So I felt like just saying that I attend 2 a month will force me, like, that forces me to go out and see events and attend events, but like, it's not crazy. But like, if I go see more, great. So that sounded like the tiger for Frosted Flakes. Anyways, another thing, this is kind of on the side, just a little side career goal, but I really want to work on building up my social medias. So Instagram is my main one, so go follow me on Instagram. But everything gets posted on that basically. But I want to branch out. Here I am with the YouTube, branch out onto TikTok maybe. I want to just create really like aesthetic, artsy videos and try to build up my social media platforms. So that was all of my career goals. There's more. I think about, like, I think of new things all the time, and that goes for literally every single goal or like category on here, that I'm like constantly coming up with more things I want to do in New York. But my next category is the smallest one, but it is just my personal goals, and mainly for these, all of them are just to branch out and meet people. Like, for me, aside from all the connections I want to make for my career, I want to spend my time in New York, because the main reason I'm like taking an internship while I'm still in school and moving to New York for a whole semester and all of that stuff is because I want to decide if it's where I want to be, or if it's where somewhere that I would want to live, or if it's not. And I feel like the only way that I can really decide if it's somewhere that I want to be after school for a long period of time is to really put myself out there and like make an effort to meet people, make an effort to like get a community there. So that is kind of what all of my personal goals are geared towards. They're just a little specific. So the first one is I want to go to a run club. My mom's gonna come with me the first week to help me get settled in. So I'm going to tell her to make me go to a run club that first week that we're there. Because if I don't go to a run club like the first thing, then I don't think it'll ever happen. And I really want to go to run club because I love to run and it'll hold me accountable and make me want to run. And then also, I think that would be a really great way for me to meet people. The second one is to find a gym that has workout classes. So I already know I'm going to get a gym membership because where I'm living doesn't have like a gym. Like my apartment here has a gym in the lobby, but like the one in New York doesn't. So I know that I'm going to be getting a gym membership, but ideally if I can find one that has some sort of workout classes so that I can go there and potentially meet people in the workout classes. I've never gone to like a Pilates class, but I know a lot of girls do that. So like maybe I'll try and go to like a Pilates and I can meet people that way. And I think I would enjoy it. I've been to yoga and I like yoga. I don't go very often, but I have done it. So I think I would like it, and I think that would be a really good way for me to meet people. And then another thing is just to keep up with, I've like followed some social media pages that like host events for like young women. So I am going to try to go to some of those. I think that would be a good way to meet people. I just want to, like, that kind of stuff I would never do typically, but I'm telling myself that a lot of people in New York do them because a lot of people move to New York around my age by themselves and don't know anybody. So hopefully, since I know that there's other people in New York in the same situation that I am, hopefully they're thinking the same things and like going to these events. And if any of you guys have any recommendations for like things I can do, places to go to meet people, please let me know. So that is basically all my personal goals. Like I said, basically it's just to branch out and try to create a community in New York, but you know, I have some specifics in there. And then my last little section for my goals is just New York specific. And this is a very, very short list compared to everything in my mind. Like, there are literally so many things in New York, like, because I've only been twice, and I've, like, it's so weird to say, like, I've only been to New York twice. One, when I was like 7, and I don't remember it. The only thing I remember about that trip is I just had to go to McDonald's. Like, me and my brother were like, oh, what's that 2-story McDonald's? We have to go. And that was why. And yeah, I think like our cousins told us to go to this McDonald's in Times Square. And so that we had to go. And that was like the only thing that I remember. However, I do remember we took our RV. We took our RV to New York City. And yeah, we did that. But we stayed in Jersey City, and I remember you know how like, I don't know if you guys have ever been camping in like an RV, but the couch typically will turn into a bed, and then there's some sort of other furniture that'll turn into a bed. And in our case, it was the table. And so my brother would always sleep on the couch, and I would always sleep on like the table part. It would like go down and the cushions would come out and turn into a bed. And I remember I was getting ready for bed there, and I was sitting there, and the window shades would like push up or pull down, and I pushed them up, and I was looking across the river and I could see the skyline of New York City, and I just remember being fascinated by it. So McDonald's and the skyline are what I remember. But I think it's so cool that like little 7-year-old me was just fascinated by the lights of New York City, and now it's like my dream to go. But then I went again my junior year of high school for a concert, and I just loved it once again. I've always like, even like, I've been to other cities, and anytime that I've been to like a city or been in a city, like the joy that comes to me, I like can't even explain the feeling, but I love it. And so I've always felt very called to New York. And I don't know why I got off on this tangent, but there's a lot of like more touristy, I guess, kind of things that I want to do. Since I've only been to New York twice, I want to use this time that I'm there to like really just explore and enjoy the city and see things that I haven't been able to see the few times that I've been there. And yeah, so for my NYC based goals, that's what I have written down. First is to attend different shows, so like the Broadway shows, maybe some off-Broadway shows, anything like that. I've never been a big like theater person, but I want to be. Like, I know that I would enjoy it, I just have never gone into it, if that makes sense. So I know that I want to see Wicked with my mom whenever she's with me the first week. I haven't talked to her about that, but I think she wants to see Wicked. And then I also know that I want to see the Harry Potter Cursed Child one whenever Tom Felton is on there, because I'm going to be there when Tom Felton is on Broadway, so I definitely want to see that one too. But there's a few other that I would really like to see. Like I want to see Hadestown, and I want to see Hamilton. I've seen Lion King. I've already seen that one. I really liked it. Yeah. There's a few others. I think it would be so cool to see Beetlejuice like around Halloween. I don't know why, but I think that would be fun. I'm not going to have Halloween plans, so maybe that'll be my Halloween plans. Next, this kind of goes along with like my career goals, but I want to see a lot of museums. So I know that I want to go to like the basics. I want to go to the Met. I want to go to the MoMA. I want to go to the Whitney. Like I want to do all of that stuff. I would really love to get a tour. Like if I can get a tour guide to go to some of them, just so that I can learn more. If I can get someone, like there's this girl that I like to watch on TikTok. Her name is Liza Banks. She's watching. She's not, but I am obsessed with her so much. Like the way that because I am kind of thinking about going into like, I've mentioned this in like all of my videos, but I'm thinking about going into like museum studies kind of thing. And so listening to her talk, like I just love it. The way that she explains stuff and her excitement makes me excited, and I want to listen and I want to know what she has to say. And so I would love to be able to get her as my tour guide, but like anybody else that would be as excited about stuff like she is, I would love to be able to get a tour guide like that. But I also want to go to a lot of the smaller museums, other non-art museums, and all of the galleries, not all of them, but I would like to be able to see a lot of them, and maybe even like find, this goes back up to my career, but maybe be able to even find like some emerging artist ones and like talk to people about how to get my work in, that kind of stuff. But I really just want to see a lot of the museums and learn about the art. I want to go to the Chelsea market and some of the other markets, so that's a big thing I want to do. I want to go thrifting in New York really bad. Yeah, but I want to go to the Chelsea market. My name's Chelsea too, so. I'm going to be there around Christmas, so I want to go to the Christmas markets too. I love a good market. And then lastly, I want to like visit the different places, like the different neighborhoods and stuff in Manhattan. Not in Manhattan only, in New York. Like I've never been to Brooklyn, so I want to explore different parts of Brooklyn. I want to go to Coney Island. I want to go to Queens. I would love to be able to go to like upstate New York at some point, or even like if I have the time, I want to go up to like Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut. I want to make use of the public transportation and explore places that I've never been if I have the time. So yeah. Anyways, so please hold me accountable on all of these goals. If you do not see me going and exploring New York, if you don't see me attending events, if you don't see me making friends, hopefully I make friends. If you don't see me doing this stuff, please hold me accountable. Be like, get in the comments and be like, Chelsea, you need to go and do this. And say, okay, yeah, you're right. I need to do that. Also, leave all of your recommendations, places to eat, places to go, places to do, anything. Let me know. I don't know much about New York other than that I've always wanted to be there. So, yeah. So please leave your recommendations. Hold me accountable. I am beyond thrilled to have the opportunity to go to New York. I'm so thankful and so lucky. I'm literally the luckiest girl alive. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time, hopefully soon, in New York.